It was cool. I hope they all know that they're a huge part of it. I think they do. So I appreciate it. But couldn't do what I do without all those guys, and I know that they know that, and I feel that way. So it was cool. A lot of football to be played, still. So just enjoying all the moments. Great group of guys who all care for each other, which is a lot of fun.
Tell me about how much teams change from year to year. What is it about this group of guys that you so much fun?
I just think the way we all pull for each other, and we pull for each other's success, whether that's on the offensive side of the ball for all the guys to have success, or defensive side of the ball for those guys, and then also you see it both ways, right? Like landman gets a pick, everybody's fired up. We score a touchdown, defense is fired up. It's just it's a group of guys that understand what it takes, and that's not just on Sundays. It's day in and day out around here. Care for each other and know what the work looks like to go out there and be successful.
Matthew, I know you need a lot of playmakers around you to be able to be in this position, but what would it mean for you to win MVP?
I don't want to speak in too many hypotheticals, to be honest with you, but I am a fan of this game, have been for a long time, and so anytime you get honored for whatever award in any kind of way, in whatever position in this league, it's something that I don't take for granted. So just to be in the conversation is something that's humbling to me, knowing the people that have played this game before me and the guys that have helped me get to where I am.
This is just going to be your fourth time facing Detroit since you came here to LA. Is there a point when it's just like the Lions do turn into just another team?
Yeah, I mean, I feel that way. I know I got a ton of respect for them. I flip the tape on. I don't think about all the guys that I used to play with because hardly any of them are still playing on the team. So the biggest thing for me is watching them play, and they jump off the tape. They're fast, they're physical, they're really well coached. And they got playmakers on offense, they got playmakers on defense. They're really sound in the special teams department as well. So it's a really good, complete football team. It's been really good for the last couple of years. So it'll be another challenge for us.
Because of what you and your wife did in the charity in that region, do you hear from them?
Yeah, I should be I think I'm on a call with Mitch Album tomorrow for his radiothon. I've done it for however many years straight now, so I'm going to hop on a call and try to help raise some money for the city tomorrow as well. But yeah, I mean, we still try to stay somewhat involved. We have friends there that are there, and yeah, we hear from some people, whether it was things we did at Christmas time or even through the Save Play Center, we hear from people. Yeah.
You see people make those catches, these crunch catches, that's another. When he's 30 yards downfield looking for contact, to get more the physicality that he brings. What do you get from that?
Yeah, I think he brings a ton of energy to our team. He plays the game the way we all want to, with just passion and energy and toughness, and that's. You guys see it, and it's highlighted on the shows and everything when he catches it. But shoot, we see it behind the scenes when he's not even involved in the play per se with the football. Just the way he blocks, the way he throws his body around. He's a great player for us. He's a tone setter for us, and luckily we have a bunch of those guys, so it's a lot of fun.
Cesar Warren McClendon has stepped up big in the absence. Just what have you seen from him in his growth this year?
Yeah, I think it's been pretty steady since he's been here, to be honest with you. Thought he's had a great approach since he's been here, just kind of putting his head down, going to work. That's his attitude anyways, kind of his personality. He came from a great program, so he knew what he was doing, but he's been really good, and I'm happy for him and proud of him because I know it hasn't just happened for no reason. It's happened because of the work that he's put in behind the scenes.
Matthew.
Yep. I remember about 50% of the fans in Detroit not wanting me to go there. So I remember wanting Aaron Curry or Jason Smith. No, I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention to it, to be honest with you. I just wanted a chance to play and get in, and I obviously got that chance and been hanging on tight since.
What do you make of the Detroit defensive front?
Yeah, really physical, great get off, discipline, high effort, talent. I mean, they're what you want in the front. They affect the game both in the run game and the pass game. It's been a big challenge every time we've played them. It starts up front with those guys and trickles into the back end. So they're the engine.
What is that?
We'll see. I don't know if it'll change schematically. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Obviously, a unique playmaker in this league. I hate to see things like that happen. I got a ton of respect for him as a player. He's a huge difference maker for them on the back end with his ability to, cover receivers, cover tight ends, make plays in the run game. Great in zone coverage. He's a really a complete player. So I know that'll be something we'll have to adjust to and figure out.
It's kind of a two-parter, but
Well, yeah, I think he's just as steady as they come as a human being, a great player. Huge target, great hands. The catch he made last week was unbelievable. Great grab. Kind of a tight window throw in there, guy on his back, and he was able to come down with it. So he's done a great job of that, and then I think he's shown up really, really nicely run after the catch as well recently.
two parts, but you guys have the chance to earn playoff berth with a win this weekend. And then also, with you guys being atop the NFC right now, how important are these back-to-back games within 5 days?
Yeah, they're all important. Obviously, this is a challenge for us, playing this one and then having to go, Thursday right after that. But our focus is solely on the game, in front of us. As far as what kind of implications that has, to be honest with you, we haven't talked about it one bit as a team. We just show up and try to win every single game that we play in. This will be no different.
No, it's probably not in your mind, but because of the 2020 trade, you and Jared Goff, in the minds of reporters, are going to be tied together forever. Do you follow how he's doing it all, and can you give us any insight at all to what your post-game kind of interactions might be when you guys have played them?
Yeah, I follow a lot of the quarterbacks around the league, probably like a lot of guys on our team do and like you guys do. Just kind of see how it's going for them, what they're doing. They've had a ton of success since he's been there. He's been a great part of that. I think he does as good a job as anybody at getting the ball to his playmakers and letting those guys work. They are a special group, and I feel like he's a great distributor of the ball. So, yes, from that point, I do pay attention to him, but not because I used to play there or he's that, just I'm paying attention to the game. And, I guess our post-game interactions have always been a ton of mutual respect. It wasn't an easy transition for anybody. You're moving across the country, your family's moving across the country, all those kind of things. You're going to a new team, doing all that. So I got a ton of respect for him, and hopefully he feels the same way towards me. The last couple times we played him, it's been great battles all the way down to the end. He's made some plays to help him win the game, and tip my cap to him. So, he's been playing really well.